Hey guys, I'm K-Knight23, the video game professor, and today I'm going over what to do with a fresh level 52 character in Devilian. So you hit level 52 and you're probably interested to know what the next steps you should take are. This guide's going to focus on PvE progression, so if you're interested in progressing through PvP, we'll have a guide for you later. So at level 52, it's really important that you recognize a new layer to the game, and that's going to be resistances. Your first priority should be trying to raise these resistances as high as possible. Now you might be saying, oh man, I need to get that butchery gear, I need those purples. Well, don't worry, we'll get there. Your first goal again is going to be to collect flowers. So load up and start running normal or heroic dungeons to farm those pretty flowers. Having patron status and a dungeon reward boost helps a lot. So if you have those, it'll go a lot faster because in order to max out your resistances, you'll need a total of 844 azaleas. You can see here I'm in my resistance tab. We've got fire resistance, ice, lightning, and poison. Now to craft these, you'll click on craft essence, and it will show you what you'll need. You'll need the essence and you'll need the flowers to craft. That'll provide a potion that you'll use. You'll drink the potion and your stats will be permanently modified. As soon as you can, try to do heroic dungeons so you can also start collecting blue gear. You'll need a full set of blue to enter hell level dungeons, so the sooner you have it, the better. You're also going to need 48 of each element types. Corresponding elements will drop from bosses in the dungeons that you run. So, like, if we enter Necromantic Labs, the boss attribute is going to be ice, so he's going to drop ice elements. The same will happen if you go to a fire dungeon. They'll drop fire elements, poison will drop poison elements, so on and so forth. At this point, it might benefit you to start doing hell +0 dungeons, assuming you're blued out when you're ready to start farming the essences. So once you have everything you need, craft up the potions and use them. The resistance you gain is going to be permanent, so you won't have to do that again until they unlock level 53 and 54. Once that happens, it's going to be back to farming. So now that you're at full resistance, it's going to be time to start working on getting and gemming up artifacts. I'll have a separate guide that goes over artifact maximization soon, so stay tuned. What you want to do now is find a raid group for Infinite Hunting Grounds. Join a group, make sure you have Area's Blessing active. You can spend Arched Gemstones to purchase these at the appropriate vendor in Asperon. After farming for an hour or two, you will have a metric shit ton of these Mist Eye Highland coins, and you can spend these to purchase sacrificial talisman boxes and some like level 64 blue gear, which isn't going to be too impressive. You'll be mostly using the Misty Eye coins for the talisman boxes. Additionally, you'll have quite a few G2 gems, which you'll be using to level up artifacts. Farming all of those azaleas should have given you a nice stack of G1 gems, which you'll use to initially create the artifacts, and then you can also use them to convert to G2 gems. So far, I found Infinite Hunting Grounds to be pretty reliable when it comes to getting the G2 gems while also getting the coins for the talismans, and we'll be using those to level up talismans too. Once you have a nice stack of the G2 gems, you're going to want to use Ael's Tears or Alan's Tears to help level up those artifacts. You're going to want to do that for quite a while until it's time to start harvesting G3 gems. Once your artifacts start needing those G3 gems, it's going to be time to hit up the hell level dungeons hard. You're going to want to start doing as many hell dungeons as possible at +3 as soon as possible, and here's how. You'll see people occasionally selling invasion ticket runs. Don't be afraid to pay a few gold to get into one of those runs. Make sure it's a +3 level run, and at the time of this guide, I wouldn't pay more than 2 gold for such a carry, but if you're Mr. Moneybag, spend what you need. A successful run will unlock +3 runs for you. At the end of every dungeon, there's a chance that you'll get an invasion ticket, which is going to instantly bring your pre-made group to the final boss and give you all the XP and boss drops quickly. This is a super fast way to farm the gear. Collect as many of those tickets as you can through the random spinner. Remember, higher clear rates will grant more spins. So you can run a bunch of +0 dungeons as many times as you can stand to get those spins. I mean, there's a chance that you'll get a butcher drop from that, but it's not really worth counting on. You're mainly looking for G3 gems at this point and those invasion tickets. If you get some of those butcher drops, hooray! But again, like, don't count on it. Once you have a stack of the invasion tickets, use a megaphone and offer to sell your tickets to anyone that wants to carry you. Geared players will jump on the chance to use your tickets. If you get 2 people paying at 2 gold each, you'll net 4 gold and be able to buy 2 more ticket runs. I'm sure you can see the awesome cycle that you can get into here. As you're collecting stuff you don't need, make sure you're breaking it down for magical dust and using that dust to craft talismans. You're looking for 3-star and 4-star or even 5-star talismans to slot. When you find cards you like, start leveling it up with the sacrificial talismans you bought with your Misty Highland coins, and the other talismans you won't be needing. Check out this talisman guide here for more info on how talismans work. We'll have a min-max guide a little later on. By now you should be in a pretty nice groove of getting tickets and running those Hell +3 dungeons. Make sure you have the dungeon reward boost up each time you enter an invasion to maximize your chance at butchery gear. You should now be just running these dungeons, collecting the G3 gems to level your artifacts, as well as collecting butcher pieces. Any pieces you find that you don't need, you can break down into coins that you can trade with the addition of Misty coins for butcher pieces that you might be missing. Now the last thing to keep in mind is that as you gain experience past the level cap, you'll be starting to earn proficiency experience. Bring up your proficiency menu by hitting P and then clicking on the proficiency tab. You'll have 5 different trees to build off of, so make sure you click around and check out what bonuses you'll get before you start spending points. When you know what you want to build, click the tab, Body, Valor, Growth, Economy, or Devilian, and then click Level Up. This will be highlighted when you have enough XP to earn 1 point. As you get more points, the cost will grow to the point where you will need to convert XP that you earn towards proficiency. Because of this, it's possible that you could cap out your XP bar and stop earning proficiency experience. Don't let this happen. Make sure you're converting your XP often so that you're not just like wasting experience. But that's all I've got for you today. There's plenty to do now that you hit 52, so to recap, you want to get your resistances and artifacts leveled up before you start focusing on farming for butcher's gear. This is only the start of our journey, so be sure to like and subscribe to see more guides on what comes next. Be sure to follow us on Twitch and Twitter at the links provided. Take it easy, YouTube. This is K-Knight23, the Video Game Professor, signing out.